All right, final video. So we're ready. This is the moment we've been waiting for. So essentially, we just want to clean up this app at this moment. And to do that, we can use the debounce method from Lodash. So I'm going to point you over to Lodash on NPM, and you'll want to use the ES version because that modularizes the Lodash library. Otherwise, you'll get back ES5 and you won't be able to import export. So then let's go and head over to Lodash's website. So I'll actually do this again. I had it open. But essentially, Lodash is like a utility library. So if you like the map method, if you like the for each method, those are methods that for a while weren't on the JavaScript API. They had to be added in. A lot of really passionate developers are really into, especially like for the new functions with JavaScript. A lot of passionate developers really do like making more of those kind of functions. So Lodash is one of those libraries with a lot of great functions that you can get out of the box. I mean, there's just so many. You get flatten, drop, head. So one of those methods that I really like is the debounce method. And this debounce method basically allows you to call a function and then put a wait time on it. So rather than immediately executing the function after you call it, you can wait like 300 milliseconds or 1,000 milliseconds would be 1 second and then do something. And that's really helpful for something like this where we don't want to keep making calls to the API many times. We might get blocked because they might think we're spamming them. That's not the case with this particular movie app, but it's also good user action and interface essentially, because if you are making the search results come back too quickly, it might confuse the user. So you want to make sure that they finish typing. So this is a good method to use for that. And so what we want to do is you want to first install Lodash by doing npm I Lodash es over here and then put that in your project. I've already done it, so this is kind of like a bonus round if you want, but just make sure you install. And then after you've installed, you want to just come over here and import the Lodash. And I'm actually using a underscore or a Lodash to represent the Lodash library. So here I've imported Lodash from Lodash ES. And now all I have to do is just wire it up with my class, with my app class. So what I need to do is, in order to get this to work, I basically just need to create like a new method here. And I'll call this handle term debounce. And I'll make that equal to the underscore debounce method from Lodash. And then just for simplicity, I'm going to say I will have a term, and it's going to, it's a singular arrow function. It's going to get a term, and then it's going to do some stuff. So we're going to take in this particular code block here, and we're going to paste it inside here, and we're going to change this into term instead. And then we're going to update this particular function here to say let term equal e.target.value, and then oops, we don't want extra stuff from VS Code. Then we want to call this dot handle term debounce, and we want to pass it the term. And one more thing I have to do is add in the milliseconds I want to wait. So we'll do 1 second. And now if I go back over to my app and let's have my console ready, if I type in star, you'll notice that nothing happens for more than a second, and then you'll see that this actually got updated. So let's do that again. I think that went by kind of fast. So star wars, and then that took a second, and now you can see I don't have as many API calls. I can do this one more time just to check. So Pokemon, and then after a second you get Pokemon. So that's a lot better than just constantly updating the movie app. So you have finished this particular playlist, and congratulations. All right, so now you know how to make a movie search app with React, and you've learned a lot about React, and you are free to go into the wild and try this out for yourself. And if you like this video, please, thumbs up, comment if you had questions or feedback, and then, if you like JavaScript LA, if you like me as a teacher, subscribe, because we're going to keep having more videos and cool content coming out. And make sure you go to our website, javascriptla.net, and I'll see you in another video.